land happen. Imagine if every time police violently kill us, they had to pay us out $2-3 million. They would be making the black community rich beyond imagination, because they would have to cut those $1 million checks for killing us every time. So we just got insurance policies in itself. They would have to perpetuate and facilitate their racism differently, because murdering us senselessly would be us getting the bag. And they do not want us to have generational wealth. But we don't have these kind of ideas, and because we're not trained to have or employ wealth stewardship, which is generational wealth. Hope you guys share the video. Another thing is to make sure that you guys are bankable. By being bankable means to have 3 revolving accounts and at least 1 installment account. So 3 revolving accounts are what? Let's say credit cards, okay, where the interest rates can fluctuate. 3 different credit cards. And then let's look at 1 installment. An installment can be a bike, a boat, or a house. The criteria for the financial system stipulates that you are bankable if you have 3 installments and 3 revolving accounts and 1 installment. That's the criteria for being considered as a bankable person. These are the things that you learn from me as your mentor as well when we do the credit restoration program, and I get you access to anywhere between 50 grand and 300 grand, plus that you do not have to pay back. But the biggest part of the program is not just getting the monies that you don't have to pay back. The biggest part of the program is the fact that I'm coaching you and preparing you for the money coming in so you can amass wealth and employ wealth stewardship, meaning generational wealth over time. And you also get a caseworker that'll be assigned to you to cater to your specific needs and interests. Then you have that site where we give you a site where you could track your results, see the deleted items as they're removed and the positive items as they're added. Okay? The most important thing that I offer is the coaching, because this is the type of information that makes sure you never get put in a precarious situation again when it comes to the world of finance, because it's stressful when you can't use your name for anything. And then those of you that start being able to use your name, you're going about it the wrong way. Because I can tell you on paper, I'm completely broke. So when people say, no, he's not really rich, he's broke, I absolutely agree. And what does that mean? Control everything, own nothing. When you're poor, you want your house in your name, you want your car in your name, you want everything in your name. When you start amassing wealth, you realize you was doing it the wrong way. You should be protecting your personal interests, protecting your personality, protecting your person, protecting your identity, protecting who and what you are. So your name speaks volumes wherever you go. If anytime you actually use your personal name for a credit endeavors, because you're using your name or your entity, who you are, as a manager and agent to your company.
I'm hungry. I literally just logged out of
so
work.
In other words, you're leveraging opportunity for your company. So if I want to get a vending machine as a primary trade line, I'm going to get it for my business to build equity into the business by being able to be approved for a loan by way of my business, because they see that I've been able to manage my payments for my arcade machine or for my vending machine. And in doing so, I may have used my name as the manager and agent to cover for the company, but when it comes to the it's not going to be a matter of transparent Equifax looking in there and seeing how it's going to impact me immediately. It's going to be a matter of the DNB number for your business. And then when I get the LLC, which I don't like those so much, but when you get the LLC, right? Then you can make your LLC a trustee to your trust. And more you keep disappearing or fade into black. And now the operating or the manager and agents would be one business for the other. And then that's when you start learning about UCC 1 financing statements to make maybe your debtor, your LLC, and your creditor your trust. Meaning that your LLC works for your trust and you just work for them all. So that's how you control everything, own nothing. And in doing so, you mitigate the risk of being overtaxed or taxed completely. Or you're able to defer taxes through insurance and through real estate. Because for every $100,000 that you make, they're going to want $35,000 off the rip in the tax world. So you make $200,000, they're going to want at least $70,000 out of the $200,000, leaving you with $130,000. So what do? You might set up a custodial account, because up to 250 grand can be held in a custodial account, and it doesn't have to be taxed. Okay, a 529 account, you can set that up, a college fund account for your child, have access to it. Anything inside of $250,000, they won't tax that either. You can set up an insurance policy that you can borrow against, and then those monies don't get taxed. So there's several ways you can go around deferring taxes
for no damn reason,
or mitigating the risk that I call taxes legally
out of bounds
and responsibly.
Too.
But who cares about these things if you're of the mindset that you're never going to have that type of money? So we can't behave like we never have a certain amount of money.
Nah, they look like a GMC
and then still require the universe to give it to us. We have to be practitioners of the same. Hope people are walking with me, man. I know I'm talking some. I know this is just different conversation for most people.
Scrub is a guy that can't you platypus code.
Okay, are y'all walking with me? Just want to make sure you guys.
You ain't even walking, nigga. You in the vehicular.
Let me make sure you guys are walking me. Yeah, okay, just making sure.
It wouldn't hurt my computer.
Because, you know, people are into gossip and into all that. Yeah, you go to brotherpolight45@gmail.com. You leave your full name and your phone number. When you're ready to spend your $2,000 to get access to the 6 figures, the mentorship, the caseworker.
But I ain't never claimed to be no millionaire.
Yes, $2,000, and we'll have that. That not only is the money is important, the money is good because you want to be able to invest, but it's the credit card equity that we're going to help you get, where you have credit card monies available and at your disposal to do what you have to do. It's the monies you don't have to pay back, which is amazing. But oftentimes what happens with people, they have money coming in, but then I have to help them with their business infrastructure. So most of their monies doesn't get taken out because they're not used to accumulating that amount of revenue. So therefore they don't have the right financial structure or the business chassis to assume the role of a wealthy person in real time. And in fact, they'll wind up owing $30, $40, $50, $60, $70,000, maybe even up to 100 grand just in taxes alone because they don't have the right tax shelters. So we have to prepare like this in real time. Yeah, you go to brotherpolight45@gmail.com. Leave your full name and phone number, ready to spend your $2,000 to make that money and acquire generational wealth. But it's the knowledge that's the most important. Because all you're going to do is fuck up the money, part of my language. You're just going to mess up the money when you get it. My number one thing I always tell people, don't take the mentorship for granted. Don't just focus on getting the money and doing nothing with it.
Wait to hear back. You going to have a full-blown pedigree tax soon. I don't feel no sympathy no more.
Yeah, I'm going to be there in like, give me like 10 minutes. Then I'm going to get right back up.
Around in the Mustang.
Yeah, I got to do that too. Yeah, I'm here, people.
My mic ain't too loud, is it? Because I had to crank that joint up for work. I think I cranked it up. I might have cranked that bit down though.
Can I DM you the email in the middle of this? It's brotherpolight45@gmail.com. Brother Polight. I'm gonna pin it. Hold on.
If y'all don't know that damn email by now,
maybe you can screenshot it. You get the opportunity.
And I don't even like to.
I'm gonna stay in the car, Mel.
How are you, boss?
I'm doing good, King. How you doing? I remain blessed. I remain blessed.
At a hotel,
so you,
once again.
brotherpolight45@gmail.com. Leave your full name and your phone number when you're ready to pay the $2,000 so you can get access to at least 6 figures that you don't have to pay back. And then another 6 figures worth of money from credit cards without the implications of the other ones. Like the implications I mean is late fees. I'm gonna help you get credit cards that don't have late fees and credit cards that you can turn the credit reporting off. Think about that. You'll be able to turn the credit reporting off on those credit cards. So you could just park over here, pull over here, because I'll be done soon. And then, okay, yeah, leave your full name and phone number. You'll get access to those monies. You'll get a caseworker that's going to deal with your credit exclusively and immediately. And you're also going to have me at your disposal as your mentor. Can I save the video, please? I'll definitely upload the video for you.
Yo, y'all know he took that last video down, right?
Okay, leave your full name and phone number when you are ready.
He was in coach.
Your full name and phone number when you are ready to purchase the $2,000
only
service.
if you want spirit.
That's correct.
Hey, T-Boo.
That's correct. It's my man Jay right here. He always got me. Yeah, I'm gonna do this for like another 5-7 minutes.
Oh, Eugene not playing loose booty Judy, y'all.
Head back so we can make our moves. Yeah.
Right.
Join the crew. Make that money and you automatically a member,
Oh, you don't say make that money
sure
and sit in the car beside an odd-looking
around.
man of another ethnicity.
Yeah, I'm here, man. So I give a lot of free information. People don't realize it. People get so spooked and overwhelmed that I charge for the service. Because when you get the service, what I'm making available to you are the loan officers that push things through for you if you're having a problem getting the loans yourself. People that help you fill out the applications on your behalf. Because application fees, other people are charging $500 or more just for the opportunities that exist for you to get money. Now you may say, man, why am I getting charged $500 to get access to monies that I don't have to pay back if it's government funded, if it's an IRS tax credit, if it's from the Treasury as a credit to us, if it's a forgiveness loan, if it's a grant. How come people are selling the application process for $350 and $500? Because they purposely make the application process difficult for you to get your monies. Mace out, I got you, Mace out. So they make it difficult on purpose. They make the verbiage, they saturate it in so much legalese, it's intimidating, and you're more likely making an error because people who need that money normally don't have the money to be paying $500 for that application. So they say, or to pay somebody the money that's more fluent in the jargon so that they could achieve the results they're looking for by applying. And then once you fill out the applications wrong, then you got to go through the process again, and maybe the program won't be available. It's done like this on purpose. It's done like this on purpose. Somebody go over there and tell him to shut the fuck up because he got caught in less than a month. You better take that plea deal. Eugene, you better take that plea deal. I swear to you, it was done like this on purpose. Okay.
I don't think people have an issue with the service. I hear the issue is lack of communication with folk money.
You leave your full name and your phone number when you're ready to purchase.
Somebody go tell this ninja
the $2,000 service to amass wealth to get access to anywhere between $50 grand and $300 grand that you don't have to pay back.
I paid back in October, but I still haven't heard nothing. I'm not even looking for it anymore. I just like an explanation on what happened.
Also turn off the credit reporting. And if you're able to have credit cards that don't have late fees and also turn off the credit reporting, then that means that your credit card becomes a financial tool, a device that you can use to also invest in. Because once you get those two things out of your way, the credit reporting and the late fees and penalties, once you remove that from that paradigm of the credit card world, then when you have a $50,000, $100,000 credit limit on your credit card, now you could go in and you can invest in the opportunity and amass wealth as well. So between the monies we help get you that you don't have to pay back, and then also the credit cards that we get you with less implications and higher amounts of monies allotted to you, as well as the caseworker for educational purpose and catering to your specific interests and needs, to remove negative items off your report and add positive items to your report, thereby boosting your credit scores, and then also having me as your mentor to prepare you for the money's coming in and for your credit card equity, and devising plans, working business models so you will never have to look back again. And then you also have the website where you can remove negative items from your report, add positive items to your report, and boost your credit scores. The combination of all these things provides for a very powerful, lucrative future.
Right, Shadow.
Cannot lose.
Well, he gotta go do some strange shit for some change.
$2,000. Oh, and I know you guys love that testimony from the brother who did 25 years in prison, who got a new house and a new car thanks to Brother Polight.
That ain't what that man said.
Over $200,000 thanks to Brother Polight.
That ain't what that man said.
I got some more powerful testimonies.
He gave you $2,000.
I got another brother who was incarcerated for 8 years.
See them live.
And he just got his monies. He got a little under 300 grand. And yeah, what people want to do is say, these can't be for real. But I always say, yo, leave your tags, leave your Instagram name, make sure they know you've been in existence for a while now. But at the end of the day, the knowledge is the proof in the pudding. Because how many of you knew about QRPs or qualified retirement plans until I spoke about it? How many of you knew what was a cash and tax deferrable compensation arrangement plan before I talked about it. How many of you knew what mortgage hypothecation is before I talked about it? How many of you ever had sat down and been taught how to use a mortgage calculator before I did it for free for you guys? How many of you knew about credit card redlining?
The only place you gonna find a mortgage calculator is on Zillow and
that there's more than TransUnion, Span, Equifax, and FICO when it comes to credit bureaus and financial institutions that
he held up a regular old calculator
be given
and
credit
said it was a mortgage calculator.
And larger amounts. How many of you can honestly say that you knew about LexisNexis? Spelled with I's. LexisNexis. Okay, LEXIS, NEXIS, or check systems, checks, CHEX systems. How many of you can honestly say you learned and you knew about check systems and LexisNexis before I taught about it?
Get over here and sit down.
You see? How many of you can say you knew about smart credit cards before I talked about it? So I'm just saying a combination of these things. Maybe you knew about one or two of those things, but let's be for real. I'm really be out here sharing a plethora of information to empower you. How many of you knew that you could boost your credit score just by changing your mailing address using a FedEx UPS address?
So lying to the government, okay. That always seems like a good way to build generational financial wealth. Nigga, please.
We don't stop working for you at the 90-day mark. We keep working, but the goal is to just keep building and building and building. But what I got not only the loan officers available to you when you need it, so you don't have to pay them. So if you're having problems getting loans by your immediate or your local banks, which most of you do, I got loan officers as part of a network of loan officers that help push your stuff through legitimately. I also have CPAs that's on deck. For some of you that have tax issues and afraid of the monies that you're about to get, how could you get your monies if you're already implicated in tax scenarios?
I know, Melissa.
Okay. We also have scenarios of people with divorce and child support going through all sorts of stuff. So what happens is when I ask for 10% on the back end, so if I help you get 300 grand, I say pay me 30 grand. If I help you get 20 grand, I mean, well, that's $2,000. I help you get that's 10,000. That money that I get on the back end is for all the people that's working on your behalf for free initially. So yeah, you're paying me the 2,000, but you can't seriously think the 2,000 is all that we need to facilitate service. Your mailing procedure costs anywhere between $640 and $680 by itself. The mail costs that much because we sending out the mail, register mail via signature confirmation, green card receipt. That means when you send it out through register mail goes through a chain of custody, thereby confirming that at least 3 people witnessed the fact that this mail was being sent to the recipient. And in doing so, that's a play that we make so that we can hold the bureaus accountable if they act like they never received the mail, because then that's a $20,000 to $30,000 fine for every letter that they disregard. Things just have to be done the right way, you know, so we can send the mail out with a return address from an attorney's letterhead, and we send out compendiums, memorandums, and affidavits. Be a lawyer, right? Okay, compendiums, memorandums, and affidavits with an official attorney's letterhead, return address, register mail, signature confirmation, green card receipt. We're ensuring that they don't want to cough up by default 20, 30 G's on every not a U.S. citizen, sir. We're sending about 30 plus.
What you need a green card for unless you enter in the country as an alien of this nation?
To remove those negative items off your report. And again, this for those of you, oh, I got good credit, so I ain't got to worry about it. Many of you don't know what good credit is because you only think about change.
Crystal.
You know, I'm checking out this site that I have monitor my credit, and I'm like, bro, there's 30 different institutions. You only looking at TransUnion, Span, Equifax, and FICO. Let us do our work.
When you get denied for credit,
nothing's going on so far. Nothing.
You exactly why the fuck they
over 30 barrels. So nothing's going on. It's the same shit every time with people. Relax. I want to get that money like the other brother did. Then relax.
That's what they're going to be telling you in jail.
Chapter 1 is light work. So don't worry about those forms of bankruptcies. Okay? Go to brotherpolite45@gmail.com. Leave your full name and your phone number when you're ready to purchase. Never contact us if you're not ready to purchase. It's okay.
How you know?
There's no shame and no harm in it. Don't have us call you and think you're tricking us into teaching you how to do all the steps by yourself, like we don't realize we're on the phone that long with you. You want some type of reassurance that you ain't getting got, then research everything that I'm talking about and then come to terms with the fact everything I'm saying is absolutely true. Look it up.
You don't need
the device I'm giving you is absolutely accurate.
For your payment for your
green use your card. Sense of mind. But it's the same people who say these things that when I look in a credit report, I'm like, how come you didn't have this level of skepticism for all these different people that you owe thousands of dollars to? You didn't have that skepticism for the student loan that got you in debt $80,000, or the medical bills. You thought you was just going to the hospital to get checked out and they was going to show you a little love, and they charge you for the ambulance, and they charge you for the bed, and they charge you for the food. There's a buku dumb amount of money. You believed in them, or for the car note, or for the predatory loans of your bank, telling you, oh yeah, we're going to now give you the opportunity where you can have overdraft. But they're not telling you that the overdrafts are about $35 every time you have an overdraft. Each day that is still in overdraft. So you only needed $200 that you didn't have. So you allow your bank account to go negative $200. Thank goodness they let me spend that $200 I didn't have. So now it takes you 10 days to save up $200, but unbeknown to you, the overdraft fee is $35 every day. So it took you 10 days to come up with the $200 that you owe them. Now you've accumulated $350 more in debt that you have to pay back to get your account into the positive. So that means you finally saved up to $200 and you still owe $350 more.
How that work?
Owe more than you owe when all you needed was $200. Predatory lending. And that's not the only form of predatory lending that these banks do.
Y'all stop. I'm hungry. I got off work, and as soon as I got off, I was informed that he was live.
Thank you, MPO Creations. We on point with you. Mad these banks do this.
Hey, Levon.
Some of these banks ain't even banks in particular, like PNC Bank. A lot of you got that PNC Bank. It's on the East Coast. That shit's a storefront when you do the paperwork. You heard what I said. I said what I said. That shit's a storefront. Operating as a bank. Santander. And you guys with the HSBCs over there, Hong Kong, Singapore, Bangkok. This shit crazy. Negroes is going to Hong Kong, Singapore, Bangkok, HSBC, China. Them niggas all united and they got their own bank. And the Negro ain't involved in it, and y'all over there putting your money in that bank. Wells be getting people too. Every time I look on people's credit report, it's the same banking institutions compromising them from bull crap that they sold them to.
I don't even know. I zoned out.
So it's greasy out here, man.
What he said?
It's predatory lending everywhere.
Oh
yeah, you want a car? Let's see if there's any lenders available for you. But they're not telling you that they're getting $15, $20 for every inquiry. So since they're getting paid for every inquiry, they don't have to sell a car. All they have to do is make sure they run you up 20, 30, 40, 50 people. Oh, we look to see if some lenders are interested in you. Bitch, if 3, 4 people say no, probably 10 people going to say no. And if 10 people say no, why you tried another 20? So now you got 30 different inquiries, and they done made probably $600 or in or around off of you. I'm blocking you, you bitch ass nigga. That's who I'm blocking. I ain't blocked one person. You getting blocked. Goofy ass. People are so disrespectful, man. But again, you go to these people pages, you see them teaching nothing. They have nothing to offer. I always say, do your due diligence. Look up what I'm saying and see if I'm saying anything that's inaccurate. So what I need to lie for if I'm teaching nothing but truth for hours. And again, I always ask, who's teaching you these things? at this rate. I know, man. Who's teaching at this rate? Yeah, you always got to keep up with your credit monitoring systems. If you turn it off, you compromise the integrity of our system, because then you lock out our system. You got to keep the monitoring. That's another part of practicing the right behavior. You should always have monitoring services on your identity. We don't want to have to double back because somebody compromised your identity. The second you work with us, we show you that, look, it ain't our company. We just suggest, hey, get a monitoring plan for your whole identity so you can get a red alert, a flag, some kind of notion to let you know something doesn't look right. Because what we don't want while we're working for you is something to go wrong somewhere. And then we got to wait for that to clean up to continue or proceed working on your credit. Yeah, some of our people don't listen. I would say most of them, unfortunately, in this day and time. But yes, it's $2,000. Leave your full name and your phone number when you guys are ready. I get ready to make another play. Blessings in abundance. Talk to me nice. Eat Luvu.
Hey, Sneaks.
You already know. You already know. This is what we do. Okay? This is what we do. We don't never play games, people. One thing we never do is play games.
Is that what that man gave you sitting in that car with?
Play games.
You know, you're doing strange things for a little change.
All sorts of video games.
He just confirmed it.
I don't play games.
If that money ain't paid,
this is just a light 12 grand because things gotta be done. You know, blew through 9 already today.
What is all of that? Fuck those children. What is all of that? Just all of it. Ah, shit. I said I was gonna change this shit for that. Hold on. Ain't he no cupcake?
No doubt. No doubt. You know how we do things, man. Yeah, this what the young bulls like seeing. And people get mad, but there's nothing wrong with prosperity. There's nothing wrong with being wax wise with wisdom and being so wise that you're able to translate that wisdom into material success for the benefit of your friends and your family and well wishes. Don't get it twisted. Just because somebody is conscious doesn't mean that they have to be poor. I'm too smart to be broke, and it costs way too much to be poor. I love you guys. I hope you benefit greatly
you
from
smart
what
enough
I've shared.
to keep your hands to yourself.
Believe me, this conveyance transcends.
I guess Sneaks.
The vibrations you feel now. Just imagine when you get into
talking to whoever will listen to him at
we're
this
gonna take you to the highest level. You already know. We don't play no games, man. That's a light 12 bands. That's nothing compared to what we're doing. It's all about that credit equity. Blessings in the bunch.
Oh, you ain't see old boy in the other seat.
Share this video. I'm about to upload it to the page. I know you guys said make sure it stays up. Thank you, brother Liquid Cash. I appreciate you, my brother. Another brother I'm proud of. You guys make sure you tap in with Liquid Cash. Spelled with a K. Liquid. Okay? Tap in with him. He has a lot of game. A powerful book to uplift you. Make sure you tap in. And he's a brilliant young mind. Tap in with the young brother, man. Got his own Sprinter business.
Right,
his own publication.
It's only one or two things.
Got his own name brand. That's fly as fuck.
He
Cash
just
is king.
tooted it up for that money.
Super dope. So I'm super proud of him. These are all things he didn't have when I first met him. And I started mentoring and talking to him, and he took one idea, like you tell a child. In this analogy, not
you look like a light post. See, I can't with you.
He's a child. You tell a child, but we're all children when we start learning. Or we have to have that kind of disposition to accept that we don't know. Because the more you know, the less you know. The more you learn, the less you know. Okay? And so you tell a child 2 + 2 = 4. If that child could tell you what you told them 2 + 2 = 4, then they're smart. But if that child is intelligent, they take 2 + 2 = 4, and then it can also deduce it. So he's yet another brother that's doing incredible.
I called it. I called it, chilling. Is he done or is he through? Yeah, he done. Hallelujah. Because that was torture. 30 minutes of torture. I believe that quote goes, the more you learn, you find, the less you know. Polluted light. Ugly light. You think putting up pictures of you and your kids and you in Mecca is going to make a difference to the prosecutor? I don't think so, Eugene. I don't think so at all. Dang, Risley. You waited too late, man. And them upgraded LeVar Burton glasses from Star Trek. Sneaks, who you telling? Just think, we had to sit here and watch the whole thing. Ugh. Just looking at him make my eye twitch. Melissa said the same thing when she came in when I was told he was live. Again, ugly bastard. Oh my goodness. Yes, bless us for this one, because I don't know what we got the strength. I'm just holding out. One more month. One more month. Oh my goodness. Sometimes he be in the block. I don't think it be him blocking half the time. Hell, if you got your Cyclops from Wish. Hey, Maximum. I would troll him, but I get blocked. He find me when he ain't on live and block my ass. So I don't know. Light bulbs making noise. Oh, right. Oh my gosh. Yeah, chilling. Let me get my butt up off of here. That was a couple of lives ago, Maximum. People was in there talking about their money, but didn't nobody troll them good today. Well, we gonna go ahead and close it out for the day, family. Cause I'm gonna eat and then I think I'm gonna take a nap. This is TripCTreehouse, no problem sneaks, where it's always swinging, and we out.